This is the Lorenzo Primerano Show. Sit back, relax, and stay tuned.
The Eagles are Super Bowl champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lorenzo Primerano Show. It has been a while since I have been on the show. And, man, it felt like forever since I've done this, but like I promised 2 weeks ago, which is the last episode, I'm going to give you the rundown on everything that happened in the 2 weeks that I was not here to report any of it. There's a couple things I wanted to give my opinion on, but just couldn't because I wasn't able to. But this episode is getting back on track. Starting this week and all the other weeks following that, there's going to be a new episode every week unless, something comes up or whatever. But if you weren't following my Twitter before the 2 weeks, at Lorenzo_12_24, you did not know that I was not going to be uploading for 2 weeks. But here we are today. I just got back 2 days ago. So I'm going to give you the full rundown on what happened in the 2 weeks, and I'm going to tell you this: the Flyers and the Phillies have a really big part in this episode. So I'm going to clear everything out from there, and then next week we start all fresh and new. So first segment I want to get to is the Phillies. First thing I want to touch up on for the Phillies is Didi Gregorius was released. I think it was earlier of this week. Maybe, oh my God, I'm trying to think, maybe Monday or Tuesday. I'm not sure, but Didi Gregorius was released. I saw it coming, but I'm still a little shocked that they just let him go like that. Of course, Didi Gregorius was here for a good bit, and it was sad to see him go, but he has not been performing as he should be this year, and the Phillies just needed to get rid of him. I guess it was the right move for them. A couple big trades the Phillies made. Phillies traded for Brandon Marsh. Good trade in my opinion. I think that he can really contribute to the Phillies in the long run. David Robertson was also someone the Phillies traded for. And there was one more person. I forget who it was, but I was not able to find it before I started the podcast. If you know the other person they got, please write it in the comments, because my mind is totally out of the blue right now. Okay. So, during the 2 weeks that I was not here or not with you guys, I saw the Phillies progress a lot. And what I mean by that is they won a lot. And in the last episode, I think I remember touching up on them a tiny bit. That's like a tiny bit, that's it. And I'm like, they got to start winning games. They're fighting for a wild card spot. They got to start winning games. And then I went off. 2 week break. No sight of me. No words coming out of my mouth. Guys, the Phillies, mind you, it's Sunday, 9:12 p.m. The Phillies are 12 games above 500 and are second in the wild card. They are second in the wild card, not third. They're second, and they're a couple games up in second. I don't understand, because if you remember, let's go back maybe a month from when I started talking about this team, and I'm like, oh my God, they stink. They gotta do something. They should make the playoffs this year. They are 12 games above 500 without Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, one of the key leaders in the Phillies, and they're winning without him. I mean, I'm speechless on how good this team has been the past couple weeks. And baseball teams, they have the we'll win 10 games, we'll lose 5 in a row, and it goes like that. But for right now, the Phillies, if they keep on winning, I don't know. If they could win like 3 more games in a row, they're 15 games above 500. Oh my God, that would be phenomenal. I mean, like just 3 more games, 15 games above 500. You would be chilling at that point. I'm not sure what St. Louis is doing because I just checked the standings for a brief second. I am so happy that the Phillies are in the spot they are, but I'm not secured on what is about to happen. There's still a good bit of time left to play in the MLB and all the baseball games. So you really never know what's coming up on that. Whew. Alright, that is the Phillies news for the 2 weeks. Now I'm going to get into the Flyers news. The Flyers, it's not really anything news-wise. It's just what the people they've signed. McEwen was re-signed for a 1-year deal. It was a $925,000 deal. He's an okay, mediocre player. 1-year deal, I think, is fine for him. If we need him for another year, we can just get him on another contract. Owen Tippett, the new guy, we've been seeing him get assists. We saw him score later on in the season last year. He got signed to a 2-year, $1.5 million average. He's getting $1.5 million a year for 2 years. I think that's a good deal for the Flyers to make. And actually, Adidas is not renewing the contract with the NHL. If you don't already know, I think before Adidas was with the contract with the NHL, they make all the equipment. They make, I think, ads and everything, too. I think it was Reebok before Adidas, and Adidas is now not renewing the contract with the NHL. So, who knows, maybe they'll make up a new contract, or maybe the NHL finally moves away from Adidas and maybe they go back to Reebok or maybe go to Nike. I know they had Nike maybe for a couple years, but I think that was it. But it's going to end at the end of the upcoming season. The contract will be completely done with over the next season. Flyers also signed someone named Tanner Langski. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's some new guy that the Flyers signed. I mean, look, I get why. I see why the Flyers signed these couple people in the last 2 weeks. But one thing that I'm not processing is that you're re-signing, like I just said, McEwen and Owen Tippett. It's $1.5 million, right? But you times it by 2, it's $3 million, right? That's $3 million out of the cap, and plus McEwen. McEwen's like almost $1 million, so we'll round that up. It's like $4 million you spend on 2 players, and plus a Tanner Langski guy. I don't know how much he's getting. I think his was a 2-way contract. I'm pretty sure. I'm not entirely sure though. But I mean, the money could have gone towards Gaudreau, but I'm not trying to remind myself on how much that hurt us. But I think about it once in a while, and it just triggers everything back. So, nothing I want to go through again. And actually, NFL news. I thought this was pretty surprising. If you follow my Twitter, you know that I was actually surprised on this myself. Julio Jones is a Buccaneer. Who would ever thought Julio Jones would be playing with Tom Brady? I don't know. But Julio Jones is in the Buccaneers offense, and I was flabbergasted when I heard it. I'm like, what? Now, mind you, it is only for a year, and the chances of them re-signing him are very slim unless he comes back to his prime stage. But man, the Buccaneers offense just looks phenomenal right now. I mean, I hate to say it, but what they got Mike Evans, they got their tight end Brate, the running backs are good. Oh my God, it's like so much with that team, and of course Tom Brady has got to be on it. The MLS, I'm gonna get into. The Union beat Houston earlier in the week, 6-0. Oh my God, this team keeps on winning and winning and winning. It's like a constant cycle. I do not think they've lost at home yet. They lost the one away game. But that's it. The Union are currently the top in the Eastern Conference, and they could not be sitting at a more comfortable spot than they are sitting on right now. I mean, it's amazing. It really is. Well, I hate to leave it off here, but that was all the news that was gathered in the 2 weeks that I was absent. And I hope that you guys didn't run away from me because, we're trying to build this podcast, build this community. This is the Lorenzo Primerano Show. Make sure to go follow my Twitter at Lorenzo_12_24 for all daily Philly sports news. Again, if there is any. There wasn't really a lot in this 2 week span, but it was still a good chunk to review and tell you guys some of my thoughts on what happened. But this has been the Lorenzo Primerano Show, and we will see you all next week.